Hi everyone! Welcome back to Arranging with Judy. Today I went out in the front yard and I cut a whole bunch of Limelight hydrangeas. And I made some topiaries with them. I made a really tall topiary in this metal urn, and then I had a smaller metal container that I made a medium-sized one. And I thought maybe I could show you how to do a baby-sized one, and then you could always, go up or go down from what I show you. The hydrangea are just perfect this time of year. And so they usually have a pretty strong stem, but in order to make sure that this stands upright, I am going to put this on another stem. And you could use absolutely anything, but I went out into my herb garden and I cut some fennel. You can see this fennel grows very, very tall, and it has a nice strong stem too. This is taller than Ian, and he's 6'2". So I used that in these two, and I'm going to use it for this little one. I just need to determine first what size I want my stem, and I'm going to cut this so that I can hold it up there. That might be pretty close. I might want to take off this much. Okay, so when I get this all put together, there are a lot of options for how to secure this. I have pin holders that would sink down to the bottom of this and hold, when you stick this in really hard, it will hold this in place. I have an interesting frog here that I think it was probably for a candle at one time, and then you just put little flowers in these little holes. But this will sink to the bottom and it will stay there. I kind of collect, old frogs and pin holders. So anyway, this would probably hold it too. This is an interesting one too, which I was thinking about making the topiary in this and using this in the bottom, because this will fill up with water and this would hold something round too. So you could use a number of different things to hold this in place. Now these two just have chicken wire holding them in place. And so I'm going to try doing that with this one, and if it doesn't work, then we might have to scramble for some other way of holding this. But I think the chicken wire will do the trick. So I'm going to start out with this, and with a tall hydrangea and another tall hydrangea. And I also have these cute little, I don't know if you can see them from that camera above, but these are cute little ponytail holders. You can get 500 of them from the dollar store. And they might help us hold these things, secure these things onto this stem. So now I'm just going to go through and try and make a round ball with these hydrangeas. So you'll want, several that are kind of the same height here. And then you want it to be, to project out on the sides too, so that you'll have a rounded effect. So I just keep turning it and placing another one in the side, and then maybe one more over here. And it goes together pretty fast. I stripped all the leaves off of these too, in case you didn't notice that. Then I need some at the bottom to finish off this round ball. I think these three will do the trick. I hope. Let's see, put one in here. So I just have them in my hand. Now if you need to, while you're working on it, you could, this one's broken. I guess I need to try again. You could put one of these elastic bands on here to hold it in place. No, that one's not going to work. That one is too big. These Limelights are unbelievable this year. Let's see. I'm thinking about doing maybe a whole little series of Limelight hydrangea arrangements today because I have so many and they're just so beautiful. I like this, but I want it to turn a little bit. Okay, this is giving me that round ball effect. I don't really like this stem, but you know, the really cool thing about this too is these will dry just like this. So, you know, you could use these at Christmas time. You could spray paint them gold. You could do anything you want with them. You know, you can use them in the fall with, you know, fall leaves at the base. But even the Love in a Puff dries pretty nicely. So I might keep these around for a while. Okay, so I'm just like feeding this onto here. But you gotta make sure you can get all of the stems in. All right. There we go. And I'll just scooch it up there. And then pull it up as high as you can. And I took some wires, and I know I've showed you a billion times how to put floral tape on a wire. I like the taped wire because it grips it a little bit better. And it kind of looks like a tendril from a grapevine or some other type of vining material when you get it on there. So it's not as noticeable as a wire would, you know, a bare wire would be. So way, way up at the top, as high as I can possibly get this, I want to take this wire and bind it as tightly as possible. Just pull really tight and twist. And then I'm going to probably use another one in the middle. Let's see. I sort of want these stems to cover that fennel stem, even though, you know, it's not like it's a piece of wood or something. It looks pretty organic. Okay, and then I'm going to put one of these in the middle. And then one at the bottom, so I can keep all of these together. I don't need this much wire on here. Oh dear. Oh dear. Can you grab that for me, please, mister? Can you see it? Okay. I just shot that wire out onto the floor. Thank you, my dear. All right. So this one last one, I'm not real happy with this one stem that has, it's been cut off of right here. But when I put this in, I'll put some greens and stuff around it, so it should be okay. All right, let's see if I can get this off of here without shooting it at you, Ian. There we go. All right, so now here's the trick. Let's see. We want this to stand up. I think it could be just a tiny bit shorter. I'm going to go down to this right here. And what I did with the others, I don't know, there's not enough. Let me get this cut too. What I did with the others was I took the chicken wire. Oh, phooey. And this one is all wound up. Well, maybe I can do it this way. I took the chicken wire and I slid it around the outside of the container. Not the outside, the outer, the outer part of the container. So it's like wedged in here. And then I put this in. And I think it's going to be top heavy. Never fear, I have an option. All I did was just like that. And it's not going to hold. Okay, my next option is the pin holder. All right, let's see. Will this fit? This might do the trick. Plan B. Well, that was fun. Oh no, plan B is not going to work. There's a problem. Oh, no, maybe it's not. Well, the one thing is that I'm going to have to cut more off of this because this thing, go on, go in. All right, this was supposed to be smooth, you guys. This might have to go in the blooper reel, I don't know. All right, it's in there. No, it's not. Okay, this was not smooth. And plan C is, all right, we're on plan C now. Plan C is marbles. I am flooding the counter now. Well, this is just a little bit of a disaster. Oh my goodness. Stop laughing, Ian. It's not funny. All right, now I should be able to just take this chicken wire. I'm telling you, the last two, it just bent so nicely and it sat up against each one of the stems so thoroughly that they did not go anywhere. I promise you, it did. Okay. Phew! All right. And did I break it in the middle of all that? No, this was broken before. Okay. All right, so the marbles saved the day. Then it's just simply a matter of taking some love in a puff or some other type of vine. I have some ivy here. I have some euonymus. I have all kinds of cool greens that we could use, but I like the way the love in a puff kind of curls around. Where's my knife? And kind of covers the mechanics and kind of wraps around the stems. And then maybe around the pot too. And what we'll do is we'll tie it with this little wire that I had. Well, we might. Maybe we want euonymus instead. I wanted it to match. There was a plan here. So let's see if we get this hooked here. And then we can bring this up into here. And we could, it is just not going to cooperate. All right. Do I have a thinner one? No. All right. So this is going to go right here. And I never would have thought that the smaller one would be more difficult than the largest one, but there you have it. Okay. We'll just tuck that in there. And then I have a little bit of euonymus here that I can put in. And then maybe just a stem of that broken off hydrangea. And the others I put some echinacea seed pods, and I could do that again. But just put a few little things at the base to cover up your mechanics, and then you have it. And then you know, you can make a grouping with these things on a table. It would be lovely on a long table with you know, a runner, and then have these at different intervals with the little pots that have the just a single hydrangea in them, and it would make kind of a theme and kind of a lovely gardeny look for a, you know, table for guests, you know, when you have company. So there we have it. Hydrangea topiary that gave me fits, but do the big ones. They're a lot easier. Thanks for watching. Hey, and if you like what you see, if you're entertained or if you learned something, hit the like button and subscribe while you're at it for more gardening goodness. Thanks for watching.